So tell me, what's it like being a tech billionaire?
Well, it's fairly complicated. I live a very data-centric and regimented life.
I have to admit, it was quite hard to get this interview with you, Mr. Shnommer.
I mean, an interview like this has to go through approximately 150 people before I'm vetted and told about it. So yeah, of course it's hard.
Well, tell me, what makes you tick? What's going on in the brain of Linden Shnommer?
Well, I'm a heavily autistic sociopath, and my wealth is largely the byproduct of that.
Well, that's very interesting. Why don't you go into that? Talk about that a little bit.
Well, I'm highly intelligent, but I can't really function or relate to other people, so ever since I was young, I gravitated towards working with technological systems. I really identify with the way a computer works, the order and the structure and logic of it.
And would you say you love the predictability of those systems versus the unpredictability of a human being, an emotional being?
That's right, Tom. Unpredictability really puts me on edge. But fortunately, we could use technology to reduce the unpredictability in people.
And how do we do that exactly?
Well, that's how I became a billionaire, by helping build out massive control systems in the West that put people under constant surveillance and use their personal data to predict their behavior. And eventually, it'll be with 100% accuracy. My company, the Big Friendly Corporation, does this by way of content algorithms that condition people's behavior over time. Well, eventually we'll be able to get people to do anything we want just by feeding them the right prompts, including kill themselves. I mean, we're talking turning a human brain into a predictable computer that operates along a set of familiar patterns.
Of course, but what about the morality of doing something like this?
Oh, I have a mental illness. I don't see that. I just, I'm productive and I'm doing a great job.
Oh, of course. I forgot. I'm sorry. Now, what made you get into politics?
Oh, well, that's more of a time-saving technique. The way it works now is we have to purchase politicians and then use them to get our systems out to the people. But if I'm just, a politician myself, I can just deploy the system directly without having to go through this, annoying little hoop.